Okie dokes, Nightmare Zone survivors. I am going back in. Fox is returning to State of Decay 2 for, I think, episode 9. I think it's episode 9. And today, I believe it's going to be a nighttime episode, if memory serves me correctly. And I have thought about what I'm going to do if it is a nighttime. If it's a daytime episode, I don't know what I'm going to do. One of these I do read my messages, so I get a lot of messages over here. Bunch of messages. I read messages on Xbox, but I don't respond to messages. Yeah, very seldomly. If it's something like really big, yeah, I'll respond. But the best way to contact me is on my social media, because that's where I want to talk with people. It's much easier, because social media websites like YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, they were designed for communication like this. The Xbox is not good for this. It's highly inefficient. So I do read all of them, though, but I don't expect me to respond except in very specific situations on the Xbox. And you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook at the same name, all of them at Get Good Fox. So it is nighttime, as I suspected. So I do have an idea of what I want to do this episode. First, I want to patch my characters up a bit.
Next one's the last one.
This is all fine. Give me my... these. This is all fine as well. Let's go check the vehicle, then I'll check my characters to see if they are ready for guard duty. Okay, I can put one of these in, but I can't put the other one in. So it looks like we have managed to scrounge up some parts, which means I can build another one of these, which is good, because that'll... whoever has knowledge of mechanics can now be upgraded into... auto mechanics, probably, because I'll get a discount. So right now, this costs 75, but after I pick this, I should get a discount. And I do. I get basically a 25-part discount. Not quite, like 22-ish, but let's round it up. Basically a 25 parts discount. Let's see, does anyone else have their skills maxed out? Almost ready on gardening, and pretty close on chemistry. Probably need to make something. Let me see, let me make something. Let's make something that we definitely will use. Oh, we don't have 5 plague samples? Well, that's kind of disappointing. Also means we don't want to get blood plague, because we don't have even 1 plague cure at the moment. And there's nothing that I want to build, there's nothing I want to upgrade. Yeah, we can't do any of those. Yep, okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and move a thingy of that thingy in there. This will just have to stay in there. Okay, now we're going to check our guys to make sure they are ready to defend the base. I wish I could just see their armaments from here like that without needing to directly switch to them. Okay, she's fine. She's fine.
We should
okay.
find more people to join us and help us around here.
Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Now, it might be nighttime, and you might be like, gosh, I sure hate nighttime because it is kind of dangerous. And you might wish that there was a way that you could do stuff at nighttime. But what we're going to do is, because we have our allies over here, I'm just going to turn one of these into an outpost, and I'm just going to loot. And we're going to use our allies to provide us cover and a place to sell. And then when we're done, we can just shut the outpost down because we don't need it anymore. So which one do I want to turn into an outpost? Probably this food one right over here. And we will lose a little bit of influence because when you shut an outpost down, you're not refunded the full value. But hopefully what's going to happen is we'll find stuff that will pay off the difference. That's what the hope is. Got a variety of annoying enemies nearby, but we're leaving, so it's all good. It also sounds like it's only 1 barrel. which is not too big of a deal. So if you started a brand new, fresh Nightmare Zone, how is your community doing? I've heard some people, they're jumping in and they're still getting beat up. That's not too surprising. That's why I gave that disclaimer that, you know, I can show you the big ideas, but you gotta remember that a big part of my gameplay is just refined senses. Like, I would say that's the strongest element of my gameplay, is just having a sense for how much danger I'm in. And the only way you get that is just by playing and surviving and making mistakes and just getting the hang of it all. Probably the most important thing is if you're not looking at your mini-map to learn how much sound things are making, then you need to start looking at that mini-map and just getting a feel for how loud noises are. Let's see what they're selling first.
Have you got anything to trade?
Might as well.
Ammo. They got a M4 and an M1. They got a interesting rifle, not the most spectacular thing that I would want, but
This place has really good outpost potential.
the first thing we'll do is start looting. And the stuff we need, we'll just throw in the outpost, and the stuff we don't need, like that, I'm not selling that. Sorry. And good, she also needs the wit skills, so this is perfect. All good. Jugs of ethanol, those are needed for strong painkillers, so we definitely want those. And the other reason we'll take this is because if we hit one of the times where the game determines what our daily resource losses are, this will help us a little bit.
Our new outpost is ready for action.
Just throw this in there. And now we can just move on. All sorts of food outposts, and honestly, we could use more food. So we might not even shut this one down. We could just leave it up. Snacks, not the most exhilarating thing. Although these Suds laundry places, like, they're really like a mixed bag. You get a lot of like really random trinkets in these. I'm not expecting anything really spectacular from here, but these are the safest ones, so we'll start with these. And if we get attacked, we can always fall back to our allies, who, especially since they are the military-themed enclave, they're all going to be well-equipped with guns, so they should be able to hold their ground against quite a bit of stuff. Here's an ultralight and a pile of weapons. I might keep the ultralight. I might sell. I haven't decided. Having one ultralight wouldn't be a bad idea. In case we get somebody with marathon, which is pretty likely. Ultralights are really good. Ultralight backpacks are great for people with marathon since they weigh like 0.1 pounds and still provide 6 slots. But what I'm really looking for are the hiking backpacks.
And nothing.
Good, our characters are healing up.
Now we hope that no more zombies show up.
And here's the last item here.
Nothing more to find here.
Bandages. We were running low on those, so won't turn it down. Won't turn my nose up at it. Let's see if we've looted this area. I'm pretty sure we have, but we'll take another sweep through it. Let's see what price they're going to offer for the ultralight. 21 influence? Nah, I'll keep it. Now we can dump all this off over here. Let me look. Is there anything I want to sell? Might sell some of these cases of chemicals. That's probably about it. I don't think I'm going to use these soda can bombs. I'm not going to use the tube of fireworks. We could sell those to these guys.
Hey, you're not dead.
I'd like to make a trade.
Sure.
Not bad. 32 for 2. Sure, I'll take it. Sell those, sell those. There we go. So we're back up to 738 after our initial investment in the outpost. So let's hit the value wagon next. Probably find some food there. And we're at 16 food, so we could definitely use more. And then the clinic is right next to it. Our wits is almost maxed out, so I would like to get some... Oh, never mind. He saw me. What are we at? Cardio is pretty low. We need to do some running. Get this cardio up.
Okay, time for some shopping.
This one has 5 lootables. That's... Hopefully we find something decent here. Scraps of stuff. I mean, technically I could use both of those. I could use a few more snacks. And I guess I could use some firecrackers too. More bandages. We're low on those, so... Still more knickknacks. Looking for something a little bigger. Parts. Always need those. Speaking of parts, let's go ahead and get... Let's get them grinding this up. Very nice. I hear zombies. Got a chorus of voices, which implies it's a horde.
Well, food.
And here's the last one for the value wagon. Is this going to give me a rucksack? Come on. Give me a rucksack.
Jackpot.
Okay, gave me literally just a rucksack. But this place was kind of stinky. Kind of sucked. A little disappointed, but... Some scratch in a rucksack, sure, I guess I'll take it. Now, one of the disadvantages to this strategy is we are staying in the same area for a while, which means the game can kind of nail down our location and be like, oh, so you want to hang out here? Prepare for a bunch of really dumb spawns, but... We're not going to be too loud. So hopefully if they spawn something like ferals or a juggernaut, hopefully they'll cry out and we'll hear them. Speaking of crying out, my cat is yowling. Fortunately, it seems like I've tuned my microphone to the point that I don't think they don't get picked up unless they're like right next to me. More of that. Not surprising to find bandages here, though. Sounds like there's a screamer nearby. I can hear that raspy voice. There is the rucksack of medicine.
We've cleared this place out.
Water cooler.
Wish I had space for that.
Interesting. Very interesting. We'll come back for that real quick. Go reveal this final location.
This place is clear.
Water cooler could allow us to upgrade our... What do you call it? Our farm to the next level. Actually, give me that back. I need to actually clear an inventory slot, so let's go ahead and do that.
Getting swarmed by fucking Z's. If anybody's out there, send help.
Who are the hoarders? You're not the hoarders. You're the foragers. So I think I don't care about you guys. It's like night's actually ending, so I guess last episode I played through a portion of the night. I can't remember. Can't remember what I did. Okay, we've got to reorganize our inventory a bit. But that's fine, because we got this here. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want those, I want this, I want that. Give me that, you can have this. And then we'll go sell this to our ally.
friendly face.
It looks like they're worth 17 each. That's not bad, honestly, for some piece of crap item. Think of the devil. I see him. Triple ferals. Now, one thing to note, if you haven't been watching the duration of all my episodes, is I've noticed that ferals can be very loud, despite the fact that they're way over there. You know, they're decently far away. Despite that, their voice audio is quite loud. I think Undead Labs should change that. I think they should make it fainter as the distance goes, just because if you hear that feral, you know, roar, it's going to make you think that he's way closer than he actually is, and he's not. But where are those hoarder guys? Bullets for a friend. These guys want me to give them ammo. Oh, these guys are driving. Maybe it's because they're living next to the plague art. You know, just saying that maybe living next to a plague art is not the ultimate idea. If this had a scope, or if we had a scope crossbow, I'd probably try to kill them. But this area is pretty clean, so we're probably gonna hit this one next. And as I said earlier, because we're staying in one basic area, the game is going to be like, oh, so that's where you're hanging out, is it? Did they hear that, or are they just... No, they didn't hear that. I wonder if I can pick one of them off. No, not without a scope. That's not going to happen. Not realistically. The accuracy. I need like a bolt action rifle. I need like a sniper rifle, basically. Something that's more accurate, because the spread on the weapon just wouldn't cooperate. Okay, let's just get rid of some of these guys who hurt us. Yeah, that's just a traffic cone. I thought that might have been something that we could loot. Do I want to try and ignore these guys? I think I do. Excellent. Discipline and stealth, definitely. Discipline stinks. I don't like discipline at all. Do we get... How much search crash resistance do we get? I guess that's the maxed out bonus. If we're quiet, we should not get the attention of that horde, and then I won't have to fight him. And I'm all about not fighting enemies if I don't have to.
Every little bit helps.
Probably going to get seeds from these, because that's exactly what these cubbyholes are for, sorting out different seed packets. Yep. This is when I wish I had a crossbow. The crossbow would be very effective at removing some of these enemies that are just kind of in the way. Day is returning. I am definitely not unhappy with that. I can't even assassinate them or anything just because they're part of a horde, so they're linked. Sounds like a bloater just exploded. Oh, okay, they got close to those guys. That's perfectly fine. Like, we're starting to get full-on rucksacks. The ferals are somewhere in this area right here.
Have going for us? Hope. And opposable thumbs.
Could hit this rickety old shed. Wow, we need to deal with these infestations. That's really annoying. Infestations are spreading very quickly. Now, it's also possible the ferals despawned. The game can do whatever it wants.
We
Like,
don't
it
get
can...
the backup fast, we are fucked!
Game wants to spawn enemies in, wants to despawn enemies, the game does whatever it wants. Oh, there's a juggernaut. Well, that means we're not looting that location. So, let's just head back. Probably need to clean our home area up. Got a lot of really nosy guys. Do we want to sell? Actually, let's empty this stuff out of our inventory first. Get a little bit of cardio EXP while we're at it. All right. This away, these away. Might as well prepare beforehand. I'll grab the shotgun ammo. We're gonna go ahead and repair this and this. Any other items I might want to use on the way back? I don't think so. I could try to snipe these guys just for the influence. Really? I can't believe that was a miss.
Give it space.
There we go. That's about 11-ish influence each, and then plus 20 for the horde bonus, so I'd say that's not too bad. It puts us up to 819, not including whatever we get if we choose to refund that outpost. So yeah, as you can see, the ferals appear to have despawned, and they've been replaced by... There's some free influence right here as well. We get 5 each plus 20. Okay, where are the enemies at? Because we do want to try to... Let's stop over here real quick and see what our allies have to sell. I'm sure they appreciate this, just kind of... Here, I'll do him a favor. I'll assassinate this specific zombie. There you go. Can't say I just came here and brought all these enemies in. Yeah, I got rid of one of them. Okay, we're clear. What do you got for me?
Do you have anything to swap for?
Okay.
Let's go to the full tab. Kind of want this, kind of, but at the same time I want to save my influence as well. Kind of want some of these things. Hunters, Model 70. I do want this, actually. There we go. Now we've got a... Pull the silencer off that. There we go. Now we've got a weapon that can actually deal with some of these enemies at a safer distance. And I'm all about dealing with things at a safer distance. In fact, let's go... Well, we don't have too much ammo for it, so let's not play shenanigans. I would have preferred the Hunter's Bolt Scout, but the Hunter's Model 70 is... It'll do the job. So, is there any way I can get to the base without getting the attention of some of these jerks? I believe there is, if I go around. So let's see if we can do that. So we don't bring a whole bunch of enemies to our base unnecessarily.
That'll shut
Squish
it
the
up.
screamer. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is hunt this feral down. Although first I'm gonna see if I have any more ammo. And I might make some ammo.
I could really get used to feeling like shit's going our way. Nobody fucked this up.
Put this away. Nope, we don't have any, but we do have a rifle press, so... Rifle ammo press, so... I need this ammo type. Uses up a lot of our ammo to make it, but... This is going to be a weapon we use pretty sparingly. And since it's daytime, it should not be hard to
Listen, I know it's
get
hard
them.
out there. I've lost just about everyone I ever knew. But we're still here together. We're what's left of the world. That means we get to decide what kind of world this is gonna be. Keep the faith.
Did the feral despawn is question number 2. Always a possibility. I believe the feral despawned. Okay, so let's head back, and we can park our vehicle in its appropriate spot. This is one of the things I really like about the fresh start in the Nightmare Zone, is it causes you to use a lot of weapons you would never have used previously, like the Hunter's Bolt Scout, like the Hunter's Model 20. Just using weapons that normally would be not as powerful as other options I've got, so I'd be like, why would I use it when I've got, like, the Echo S2, for example? Because I don't have the Echo S2, so we use this instead. And that's something I really like. It's, survival games are about being resourceful, and I think we're being plenty resourceful doing stuff like this. Put the food in as well. Let's install the cooler and see if that allows us to upgrade into the next stage of... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's see if the Juggernaut is still up. Just kind of confirm his existence. He is... I think what I want to do is burn out some of these infestations during the day.
We'd probably function better with a leader.
Well, we can make a leader. One says we can't. Yep. Tiffany Fallon is officially our leader. Da-dun, da-da-da-dun. Got that dramatic music. You've chosen the leader. Oh my god. That away. Actually, we're gonna use this. Oops, I accidentally put that. Ammo is a problem right now. We're not getting very much ammo. Makes me want to do a locate ammo
Can we get
command.
on the radio and ask around for some salvage sites?
We will handle the situation for you.
Bitter Creek, huh? Is that in the direction we're going? Sort of-ish. Now that it's daytime, we can play a lot more aggressively, which is very good. Very, very good. Don't have to skulk about as much. So I heard a report from someone that I trust that people are saying they're getting invisible bloaters, and not bloaters that have not loaded into the game, just bloaters that their model just isn't loading in at all. They're just straight up invisible. I'm like, that's really worrying, especially for a fresh start Nightmare Zone. You can't just be you can't just get hit by bloaters. They are, in a car in particular, just because you don't have the strong painkillers yet, so it's much harder to just ignore the damage they deal.
Getting tired. Not good.
Okay, so here's the site where we've got the...
Fire in the hole!
Give them the firecrackers. Let's mark our car in case we need to make a getaway. There's the screamer from the other infestation that's being lured over. I'm probably just going to throw another... I'll just throw another group of firecrackers in just to get them all into one spot. Wasn't sure if he saw me. Gonna take him. I'd throw another firecracker there, just keep rallying them up. Firecrackers are super cheap. It really doesn't matter if I throw multiples. I'd throw this big old fuel bomb, there's so many of them.
That was the last of them.
Now that's what I love about fuel bombs, is even though I overthrew slightly,
But at least they're not threatening to boil over.
it didn't really matter that I overthrew because the burn radius is so huge. That worked out pretty well. We threw more of our... Basically, we threw more of our firecrackers, but we saved on fuel, or on gasoline, because we destroyed the 2 infestations with a single fuel bomb. Now let's go grab the ammo in Bitter Creek. Off the main road, just because I feel like if you're going to hit a bloater, you're probably going to run them over on the road. I mean, they can appear out in the wilderness, but I feel like on average, you're going to encounter them on the road. That's what I feel, at least. And since it's daytime, going off-road, no problem. Not a big deal. Let's give this guy the squisheroni. So here we are at Whitney Field, the biggest of the Mayor Valley bases. How many zombies are here? It's just this one guy, so we'll get out and kill him. Oh, I'm a one hit. Okay, so I don't feel too confident about getting ammunition from a gas station, but what do I know?
We're not finding anything in here.
It is a gas station, though, so I do kind of want to loot for gas. Ugh, let me... Okay, I really want to assassinate these guys, but I feel like those guys might actually be attached to this horde over here. I'm going to resist that urge. The two other locations are farther down. I wouldn't be surprised. I believe there's a military blockade over there, actually, now that I think about it. So that might be why they sent me over here. Yeah, here's the military blockade, but that's not the part that that's not the area they gave me, so it might be good. Oh man, did we just... Man, we might have hit the jackpot here. That military blockade isn't looted, and this has been pre-looted, but it generated an item for us, so this is very, very likely the load. This has got to be where the... Okay, where is it? There it is.
Been looking for you. I'm inbound. Be home soon.
Our character is tired, so I don't want to use as much stamina. Which means we're going slow. Yeah, I just want to loot this military blockade and head back home.
Instead, we'll just be moving on.
Oh my god. Oh, you didn't help me. I hate those guys. Just shut up. I never agreed to help you. Okay, here he is. I could have just started looting, but his voice was so loud that I was like, you know, if I loot, he's probably going to hear it.
Better than nothing.
Parts, not looking great so far, but this big old trunk right here, this is probably where they're hiding the good stuff. Show me potato salad!
That search was a waste of time.
I'm like staring at my TV, realize kind of like, what? That was really surprising. I was really expecting to get something there. That is just surprising. It's very disappointing. I'm very saddened by this. It's like, what the heck is that? That was awful. It gave me 8 parts, or 6 or 8 parts, and then a nothing in the big trunk. Man, that stinks. And then all of the other areas of ammo are all pre-looted. Like, it's like all of the ammo locations are always pre-looted. Such an annoyance. And that's what kind of pressures you into using the trade depot, to be honest. Ford the river like we're playing Oregon Trail. Drive carefully through shrubbery in case there's a rock in there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's calm down. Like blasting my eardrums out with the triple feral screams. Unfortunately for those ferals, they are remarkably far away from my destination. The game did not spawn them in a very good place to have any chance of doing damage to me. Unless I did something dumb with the car. That was a possibility, though, since we just went over that hill. Who knows? There could have been rocks down that hill. And then that would be bad. Very bad. Swing out a little bit. Not too far out, though, so we don't get the attention of that juggernaut. Who's actually pretty far away, so I'm pretty sure we can just drive like this. And park right here. So all that work to get 1 rucksack of ammo, but it's 6 ammo right there, so that's fine. Oh, let's see if... Turn the water on. Whoa, whoa, am I under attack? No, I'm not. Okay, so now we have water on that location, which means we can upgrade.
It's dangerous for our base to be this loud.
Is it now? Is it now? So now that we did that, we can throw these into the base, and that frees up another slot. And I can just throw all this stuff in there as well. And yep, that's going to be the end of this episode. So hopefully that's some actionable advice for you if you're just getting into the Nightmare Zone. Don't know what to do at night? Pick a location where your allies are at. If there's a bunch of stuff you haven't looted, then just make a temporary outpost or leave the outpost. Just loot in that area, use your allies. If they die, screw them. At any rate, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.